We are ready to get started. Go ahead and find a seat on your mat, legs stretched out in front of you. We're going to start with our normal warm up. So just lightly swinging your arms side to side, bringing a little motion through your body. Beautiful. 2 more to each side. And then we're coming into the center, nice big arm circles going forwards. And then going backwards. And then going right into throwing them in and out across your chest. All right, moving into our side bends. One more to each side here. And then coming back into the center, moving down into your elbows. Go the other way. And then down into your wrists. And go the other way. Flick your fingers in and out. And give them a good shake. Perfect. All right, moving down to your lower body. Lean back, bring those feet in, keep them fairly close in to start with. Little small windshield wipers side to side. And then stepping your feet out just a little further. Go for a little bit wider windshield wipers. And then just to add a little something new, try to roll a little more with it, going onto all the way over onto one hip and then the other. Beautiful. Really bring in some motion and maybe even a little early morning massage into your glutes and your hips. One more to each side. And then bring in everything back to center. Stretch those legs out in front, bump your knees up and down. And then windshield wiper your feet side to side. Beautiful. From here, we're going to point and flex the toes. And then rotate the ankles in one direction. And then go the other way. Give your toes a wiggle, squeeze them in and out. And then we should be all warmed up and ready to go. For our first posture, we are going to be doing a kneeling posture. So if your knees like a little extra cushion, go ahead and grab that. You can double up your mat or grab a pillow. And we're going to start off with a fairly light weight. Knees hip width apart, and we're going to be doing around the worlds. Nice big arm motions there. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Keep a soft bend in your elbows. And keep your belly squeezed in nice and tight. Trying to keep your upper body as still as possible. So you're keeping your core muscles engaged. And you can try different hand positions as well. I like to keep my hands with the palms facing the same direction the whole time. Some people like to turn their hands so that their palms face forward. So it's really up to you what's the more comfortable position for you. 20 seconds to go here. Almost there, you got it. And time, nice job. Staying in that kneeling posture, we're gonna go into alternating bicep curls. Now you may want a little heavier weight here, or you may wanna stick with the same weight, up to you. But you're gonna do one side and then the other. And the goal is to keep that upper body nice and steady the whole time. Beautiful. Now, I'm not lowering my weight all the way down. I'm keeping it at a little bit of an angle so that my muscle stays engaged the whole time. You can do that, or you can lower it all the way down if you need a little break. Up to you. Halfway done already. Looking good. You got this. And time. Perfect. All right. From here, we're going to go down flat on our back, knees bent, feet planted flat on the floor while we get settled. And then we're going to pick our feet up into a reverse tabletop position. So you're going to have your feet up at a nice 90-degree angle. Bring your elbows in nice and tight by your chest. And we're going to do a narrow chest press. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. So just pushing it straight up, keeping the elbows in nice and tight, keeping the feet flexed, keeping everything engaged. Beautiful, looking good. You got this. Slow and easy, same speed in both directions. And time. Set those weights down for just a moment. And then up next, we have a wide chest press with some flies. So you may want to go down to a little lower weight for this one. Those flies can be a challenge. You're going to bring your elbows out sideways, come up for your chest press, and then rotate your hands to come up for your fly. Here we go. Press, rotate, and fly. That fly is going to be like you're giving a big hug. Perfect. You got it. Looking good. Almost there. And time. All right, from here, you're gonna set those weights to the side, and then we're gonna go into a leg circle on each side. So you're gonna stretch one leg out long and bring the other one directly overhead. We're gonna go 15 seconds in one direction, 15 seconds in the other direction, and then we'll switch legs. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. How big your circle is totally up to you. I like to make mine about the size of a beach ball. Switching directions now. Staying on that same leg, just going the other way. Keep breathing. Switching legs in 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Keeping the belly tight. Stretch that other leg out as long as you can. If you need to bend your knee, that's no problem. And switch directions. Beautiful, you got it. Time. Nice job. All right, stretch those legs out nice and long. Stretch your arms out big overhead. Take a big breath. Let it all out. And then we are going into a half crunch with a heel touch. So you're going to bring your feet up as close to your bottom as you can. Come up into a little baby crunch. So just bringing your shoulder blades up off the mat. And then you're just going to tap your heels to either side. 1 minute. Here we go. Beautiful. You got it. Keep going. While you're in that crunch position, keep your eyes up towards the ceiling. It'll help take a little bit of the strain off your neck and focus more on your abs. "20 seconds to go. And time. Stretch everything out all the way again. Nice big good morning stretch. And that is one set done. Go grab some water, and then we're going to come back for set number 2. All right, bringing it back in. Coming into that kneeling posture that we started with for our around the world. Now, going into your second set, assess where you are weight-wise. Do you want to do anything heavier? Do you want to do anything lighter? Do you want to do anything empty hand? Choose your own adventure. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Beautiful. Still sucking your belly in nice and tight, trying to keep that upper body as steady as you can. You may choose to tuck your toes under or let your feet be soft on the ground. Up to you, whichever one makes you feel more stable. Beautiful. Giving your shoulder muscles a workout here. Keeping the core fired up. Nice, you got it. 10 seconds to go. And time. Moving from here into those alternating bicep curls, still in that kneel. One minute on the clock. Here we go. Now you can adjust the difficulty on this one, not only by whether you let your arm go all the way down to relax at the bottom of your curl, but also where you put your elbow. If you want a little extra work, hold that elbow out about 2 inches away from your body. If you need a little bit of a break, bring that elbow in and rest it against your hip. Nice. 20 more seconds here. You guys are doing fantastic. Almost there. And time. All right, from here, going back down for that narrow chest press. So again, choose the weight that's right for you. Bringing those legs up into your reverse table. Perfect. 1 minute, starting now. Remember to keep the elbows in tight. And imagine that you're sucking your belly button down towards your spine. Perfect. This one works all kinds of muscles. Surprisingly good as a tricep exercise. Plus, still keeping that core fired up, keeping the feet flexed, keeping the calf muscles engaged. Awesome, you guys look great. Almost done. And time. All right, from here, going into that wide chest press with the flies. Grab the weight that's right for you. Feet planted flat on the floor, about hip width apart. And here we go. Beautiful. Remember to rotate the palms for that fly. So palms will face down towards your feet and then rotate so that they're facing in for the fly. Looking good. This one is great for your chest muscles and also your back muscles. So a lot of ladies will say, oh, why do I need to work my chest muscles? I don't want to get all big and buff. That's true. But if you want to look nice in a tank top, these are great exercises to do. All right, time. Set those weights to the side. Stretch one leg out nice and long. Bring the other one up towards the ceiling or as close as you can get for our leg circles. 15 seconds in one direction. And switching directions now. And then switching feet in 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. If your hamstrings are tight, you may need to have a big bend in your knees for this one. That's okay. Some days it's like that. Switch directions. Almost there. And time. All right, put those feet flat on the floor, scooch them in nice and tight towards your bum. And then we have our heel touches with our little baby crunch. 1 minute. Here we go. Just tapping side to side. You got it. Halfway through. "15 more seconds here. You can do it." And time. Nice job. That is 2 sets done. All right, grab a little more water. And then we have 1 set left to go. Or coffee if it's that kind of morning. All right, bring it back in. Coming back to our kneeling posture. Grabbing the weights for those around the world. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. If you find that your shoulders are a little cranky with this exercise, just don't go all the way to the top. Find the range of motion that works for you. Maybe give a little bigger bend in your elbows. Remember, going into your 3rd set, make any adjustments that feel good to you. You don't have to do it the same way you did it last time. Do it the way that feels right for this time. I feel like that's true for most things in life. 15 seconds to go. Time. All right, switching to that alternating bicep curl. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Nice. Nice and easy. Same speed up and down. Any of those adjustments with where you place your elbow, where you stop your curl, all of those are available to you. You're over halfway done. Nice. You guys look rock steady. Keeping that core nice and tight. I love it. 5 more seconds. And time. All right, from here, going down onto your back, legs up in that reverse table. Bringing the elbows in for that narrow chest press. Here we go. Still drawing the belly button down towards the spine. Keeping the feet nice and flexed. Keeping everything engaged. And still breathing. Everything's easier when you're breathing. Beautiful. Almost there. And time. Moving into the wide press with the flies. Make sure your space is clear for that nice big hug for the flies. And here we go. Perfect. Looking good, guys. Take it slow here. Make sure you're taking care of your muscles and your tendons and your ligaments. No need to rush. Ten more seconds. And time. All right, set all those weights to the side. And then from here, we're moving into the leg circles. So one leg out long, one leg up overhead. And here we go. Switching directions now. Perfect, you got it. Switching sides in 2, 1, and switch. Beautiful. Switching directions now. Almost there, 5 seconds to go. And time. All right, put those feet down, scooch them in close, and then we're finishing off with those heel touches. So come up into your baby crunch. 1 minute, here we go. If you find that your neck is getting sore in this position and you want to do the heel touch without the crunch, absolutely just lay your head back down. You'll still get a great oblique workout. You just won't get as much of the center abs. Looking good. 15 more seconds. You got this. Time. Stretch everything out. Take that big breath in, let it all out in a nice loud sigh. And then go grab a little more water. And we'll come back and do our final stretch. All right. Coming in for your final stretch, we're going to start with our legs out in a V. Let your feet relax here for a second. Sit up nice and tall, stretch up through the crown of your head. Take that big breath in. And then we're just going to walk our hands out in front just a little bit. Let everything relax down for a second. And then walk your hands over to one side, either to your foot or maybe past your foot, depending on what feels good for you. Staying here for a breath. And then on your next exhale, walk your hands back through the middle and over to the other side. Again, how far you go is up to you. Go to where you feel a good stretch. Beautiful. And then on your next exhale, walk it back to the center. Pause here for another moment. Take a good breath in. And then as you exhale, see if you can sink just a little bit deeper. Beautiful. Walk your hands back in, come right up. And then you're going to take one arm, bring it across your body. And then today we're going to try looking over our other shoulder instead of over the outstretched hand. Just see how that feels for your neck. If it feels good and you want a little more, try a gentle nod up and down, still looking out over that shoulder. Bring your head back to stillness, come to center and release. And then we'll go to the other side. Starting here. Then if it feels good, turn and look over that shoulder. And again, if you like to add the little nod, just a gentle up and down. Beautiful. Come back to stillness. Come into the center. We're going to do a little tricep stretch. So pat yourself on the back and then maybe pull that elbow towards the wall behind you. Maybe if you want even a little extra and you have the reach to do it, reach up behind, grab the other hand and pull down. Not everybody has the ability to reach up between their shoulder blades. So try it out. If it doesn't work for you, you can go back to that elbow being pulled towards the wall behind you. It just depends on how your shoulder girdle lays. And release. Bring everything back to center. And then go to the other side. If you want to try the reach behind, but you're not quite able to get your hand up to meet your other hand, you can do it with one of your dumbbells or with a strap, holding it in one hand and then reaching up to grab the end of the strap or dumbbell with the other hand. Gives you a little more reach. One more breath here. And release. And from here, we're going to bring our feet in, bottoms of the feet together. And then a gentle lean forward, opening up those hips a little. Maybe use your elbows to push your knees down if that feels good for you. One more breath here. And then coming all the way up, hug those knees in tight. And you are done. Fantastic job today. Thank you for coming out to play. I will see you next Tuesday.